Morning, everybody, and once again, welcome back into this class. We're in the day number 29 of our class here. So, yesterday we discussed about the services and the application that includes technical services, application instances, and business service. And we saw these examples in and out. Okay, today we are going to be move forward and going to be discuss our next thing, that is how to get everything, or how to track, or how to use the CSDM components, or the foundation, or the domains, or what plugins are required. Okay, so to use, or I can say, let's say example. Vishal was on Sunday evening. He was sitting on the sofa and having a tea, and he got an idea. I want to start a business, or I want to be start a restaurant business. Okay, he put his goal that I want to start a business by end of this month, or by end of this quarter. He start putting planning around that. Buying a land, or inbuilt or pre-built location, what skill set, food, chef, all the things he start planning it. Then he also planned that how to make a changes if required. Then he planned, okay, I got a chef and everything. Now how to deliver this to the customers. And the last, what customer can buy or have eat in my restaurant. So if you see in this particular example, he did all the things which has been mentioned in the CSDM, I can say, domains. Here you can see. He got an idea. So he want to be set or lock that idea in somewhere. And this thing come in the ideation in the strategy part. Once he got approval, then it go for the design and planning stage, where he start detailed designing and planning for the business. After this, he start build an integration, that how I can integrate, how I can connect my business with everybody else. And then he thought about how to deliver the product, the services, my service delivery model. And last, how a customer can come and consume my services. So it became the service consumption. And then business started. He got another idea to expand that business. So these five which you see in the bold is nothing but the CSDM domains. The thing started from the idea only. To record everything in ServiceNow for the stages purpose. ServiceNow say, okay, I'm giving you the flavor, I'm giving you the table. So if you see here, see if I put CSDM, it will give me everything. Design, manage technology, sell and consume, platform and admins. Sorry, ये नहीं है. Sell and consume, managed, design. These three things he has given to us, including my lifecycle mapping and everything. But as the ServiceNow introduced 5.0, the CSDM model, so they enhance it a little bit more. In 4.0, if you see, if I show you here, this one, there was nothing called ideation. No idea was placed. They have built, but it is very limited only. So to run the new system or more tracking purpose stuff, they introduce new domain. But what we're discussing, that to get these records created in ServiceNow, it says other than these tables, you can install other plugins to match with the 5.0 version. You have an idea in your mind. You have a goal to achieve, that you can get it in the goal framework plugin. So if I go and see here, see, enterprise goal management, business planner. Even though, if you ask me, I have never worked in this kind of a modules. But just to show you, I install these plugins so that we should be able to know something more on that particular part. ठीक है जी? So that is number one part. Number two, if it says to work on the DevOps, specifically the change management, automatic movement of change from one to next, then we have a DevOps change velocity. Is the another plugin we need to be installed. So here, if you see goal and target, you can set a goal. You can link that goal to the respective area. It is a business unit goal, it's initiative, portfolio, company, department, product, strategy. What type of goal it is? Who is initiating this goal? So might be it is a business unit goal. Nothing is there. Then might be it's a company level goal. So in this, we can set our goal and we can put the categories as well. What do you want to do in this goal? Then we can set the targets as well. Goal is one thing. Second is a target, so that you can measure it at the end. So target will be mapped with a goal. If my goal is to be reduce major incident 5%, then target should be, our goal is to be reduced major incident. The target is in the 5 months, in the 6 months, in the 3 months, I have to be reduce or improve the product processes. And then we can make a target and the goal. Second, we are saying build an integration. Even though we can use SDLC. Do we have SDLC here? There's nothing called SDLC, but because it is a red box like this, SDLC means your complete life cycle. Build, design, code, deploy, everything. And we don't want to be go manually for this one. So ServiceNow suggests DevOps change velocity. Do we have anything called here? Not change velocity. This one. And just to be add, because I work a little bit on the DevOps change velocity, it is giving a platform where you can integrate multiple tools in a one place. ServiceNow do nothing on the DevOps part. It's just bringing everybody together and giving a platform so that it can be done end-to-end automation. So that is DevOps change. You can connect with the different tools. So if you see here, tools is connected to tools. So you can connect for the planning tool, coding tool, artifact tool, software quality, features, everything. And now ServiceNow released a new product called the Release Ops, where the movement of your update sets in a proper manner in the next environment. Digital product release, DPR, is one of the example we can use for this purpose, DevOps perspective. Simple DevOps did, it's a CI and CD. But ServiceNow do nothing on the CI/CD. It's just giving a platform so that you can connect different tools for the orchestration, for the plan, for the code. You can get the data in the ServiceNow, and then you can use a change to be keep a track of everything. So to achieve this value, ServiceNow says you need to be install this DevOps change, plus install the asset model as well to get more asset classes so that mapping can be more accurate. Then in the foundation layer, you can see here they introduce SBOM. That is called software bill of material. To build an application, we need different tools. Even though sometimes we need the open source tool as well. So this particular plugin help us to maintain that tool. Let's do something called SBOM. See, SBOM workspace. Mainly, it is a place, or what it says mainly. If you see here, it's a structured inventory of all components, library, dependency used within the application. And this work with the combination of the software asset management, SAM. If anybody of you work in the inventory perspective, then there is a concept called the BOM, bill of material. And here we are connecting with this SBOM. So keep a track of these type of application dependencies which you use to deliver this application to build this business capability. and business application that we can track in the BOM. Then one more thing has been introduced by ServiceNow is called the value stream. Value stream is actually very different concept. The concept of value stream comes from the ITL4. ITL4, where the question was, or the point came that co-creation of the value. So value stream, if I have that definition, let me show you. Here, this one. ServiceNow AI platform workflow deliver value through the organization. Throughout the organization, value is a unit to measure the represent of desired outcome. While value stream is how work really happens across the organizations, including all the activity to deliver a value to a customer. Basically, when I was working for one of my previous customers, so we have a concept called the value streams. And what they use as value stream, they say that if I'm from the change management, it is a change value stream. If you're from the incident management team, then you're the incident value stream. So they divided the different modules as a part of value streams. And it says how work really happens across all the organizations. So if I come back here for a minute, यहाँ पर build integration idea, delivery, consumption, not here. I think I noted down somewhere, but I missed out. ठीक है, कोई नहीं आते हैं. ठीक है, this one. They did not talk about the foundation. No. ठीक है, रुको. इसको let's see here. देखो, value streams. So mainly, ServiceNow say value stream is like a team or the process that how this work has been delivered. इसको ना थोड़ा सा यहाँ से definition पढ़ के देखते हैं, that will be easy for us to understand. Value stream in CSDM. Value stream mapping. Any business that interact with the customer should recognize the importance of product value. That's fine without demonstrating this. However, so value stream is a subset of value stream management, which is the process of integrating every aspect of business workflow. Okay, so means that if I say that a major areas where the business provide a value is called the value streams here. So if you see here, customer engagement, customer service, digital product development. So if I say, okay, I am working on the CSDM and I'm providing or I'm having a goal to enhance the customer experience or the customer engagement, then it is my value stream. That this service is mainly built up to support or to provide the value to this particular domain. That is what the value stream, and this only come with the plugin called SN value stream. contain the artifacts, the value stream such as table, form, and view. If I open this asset value stream, this one. Enable a user to define various stages in the value stream. I will illustrate the business process in the stream. So mainly to be understand in the layman language, it is a kind of area where you identify that for which purpose I'm doing this work, for which domain I'm doing this work. And then we can map our business processes and the capabilities for that particular domain. So in short, if I say something important here, that to get all these things to implement all this stuff, it is very ideal situation. Very ideal that you have a value streams, you have a business processes, you have ideation, you have business capabilities, everything you have, it's very ideal. So company use CSDM based on their need. So this is, we don't want to go for the idea now. We want to just go for 1, 2, and 3. They don't have any automation. They don't have any change or SDLC kind of concept in their side. So to skip that. So if you want to be utilize CSDM 5 completed, then these are the more plugins we need to be installed. Or I can say these are the newly introduced to achieve the value for this. Now we are going to be discuss about these domains. Before that, any question, clarification, doubt?
It is confusing, Atul, but
It
still.
will confusing.
Atul, one question regarding
Mhm.
the DevOps change velocity that we saw.
Mhm.
Isn't it similar to integration hub where we have spokes and if we want to have any integration? I'm not able to understand the
No,
difference between this change management workspace.
no. So basically, in the DevOps change velocity, okay, what does DevOps mean? In simple words,
Development operations.
what else? Continuous development, continuous deployment, CI/CD, right? Improvement, continuous development, right? This is what the DevOps, the core meaning of DevOps says actually. If you just put in the Google DevOps, you will find these words easily. DevOps mean Dev plus Ops, where CI/CD. So if you see this cross, it's like a CI/CD mean. Don't download this DevOps. This can someone explain DevOps responsible operations? So what happened basically? ServiceNow is a platform, but might be you are using application in you're using one application that is Java based. Might be using your one application that is a .NET based. Those are the different languages application. But if you want to make a change in any of that, you follow the change management, right?
Yes.
Yep. So ServiceNow say if you are managing the change management, so now if I'm a approver and I want to be see that how many files get changed for this particular application, where to go? Go to Jira or go to might be I can say DevOps platform. Sorry, DevOps. I'm saying .NET platform. That for this particular change, I'm doing a changes of 5 files. It means you need to be logged into a different tool to see the number of files are getting changed. Remember, if you're making a change in the ServiceNow application is in this platform, you have access, you can check it. But if you are supporting or you have a different application which is not in ServiceNow and you want to see the changes, then we have to be integrate ServiceNow with that particular Jira so that we can get the artifacts what is getting changed. Might be GitHub. The purpose ServiceNow say with the changes DevOps that why you want to go to the other tool. I will bring everything for you in this place itself. Integrate and get everything here only. And then we link that artifacts with the change management and move forward. That is what the DevOps change velocity says. So again, ServiceNow doing nothing here. It is just giving a platform to get everything together. Might be for that file change, you have a story record and story is maintained in the Jira. Might be before you deploy this code in the production, you want to check the software quality. And for that, you're using this thing, what is it? Solar tool, or you want to deploy it, or the deployment happen with the Solar tool or some different tools because it's Java-based application. It's not deployed by the service. No, it's not update sets. So we can integrate and bring it everything here. So if we say coding tool, where you are storing your code, Azure, GitLab, GitHub, Enterprise or Bitbucket. I want that this Java application should have a quality. And for that, I'm using Harness, Jenkins. No, I want to be check the security for this as well. So I have a security tool. No, I have a plan that for this particular file getting changes, we have a story in the background. So it's say you can use the, why not use the Agile? No, I don't want to use Agile. I have a Jira. So from the different tools, we're getting the things in this particular platform. That is the only thing that's DevOps tools. And then you can use different tools to automate the process here. So instead of a user as a prover going in the different tools to see, okay, what story it has mapped, what code has been changed, what quality is at in delivery, I'm showing everything in one place. That is what the DevOps change velocity says. And I hear this is getting out now. This is getting decommissioned now. And instead of this, the new product which I say is called a digital product release. This one. It is coming now. And here
Is
also
it
you
a
can
replacement of it?
you can say that, yes. DevOps change is going to be decommissioned. Because in the release management, you can track everything. See, same thing. Architecture, planning, coding, artifact, everything you can track it here.
Okay. So it is giving us that admin level of access from ServiceNow tool in order to get the code and artifacts of other tool that we want to integrate.
Yes, it is a complete configuration. Why I'm able to share that much? Because I work on a POC for my customer to show that how the DevOps change velocity work. So if anybody check in the GitHub, it will get triggered in the ServiceNow. And also now ServiceNow enhancing even this DPR and bringing the DPR with the release ops. That movement for a code from dev to test to production should be done automatically. Release ops is not available in the PDI. It's a complete client-based feature, or I can say plugin. If you want to know a little bit more about the DevOps, I have a dedicated video on my channel as well. There's a no data has been showed, but you can understand that what I want to explain there.
Sure, Atul.
But the purpose of DevOps is to get everything in a one place, nothing else it's doing.
Okay.
Change is raised in the ServiceNow, but story raised in the Jira, coding done in the GitHub, testing done in XYZ, software quality check in a XYZ tool. I want to get all the artifacts for these tools for a particular file change. That is ServiceNow. Because you're raising a change in the ServiceNow. So if I raise a change,
Then there's no need of involving other team members and grant them access to the ServiceNow platform. It's like ServiceNow uh, folk can take care of this.
yes. It's a integration, your work has been done. So simply, if you are a approver of a change, will you prefer to go 5 different tools to see that what file has been changed, what story it was, what task it was, what the software quality testing has been done, what is the score for that one? You will not understand, right? You will say, Atul, I need everything in one place.
Yeah.
Then, and when you say everything in one place, it means change is the only one place for you because you're going to be able to change. So we can add the things here. Configure related list. Is something called artifacts here. This one, artifact versions. Now I almost little bit forget about these things, but you can see commits. Kitne commit hua hai, commit sources. Because I don't have these trial version with me like GitHub or something. But if you want, if you have that access, you can build your integration easily. And then you can see everything in one place. यहाँ पर दिख जाएगा आपको. Artifact version, branch, commit, current package, pipeline, execution policy. The
So
doubt
it is
what you
not
have.
dependent. Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
So it is not dependent on like having software asset management. It depends on the requirement. We can just enable the plugin and then get integration done
Software
into
asset
it.
is a different concept. What I was that is different concept. The DevOps change is something different. The same doubt what you have. Atul, DevOps means are we using ServiceNow for the DevOps for the update side movement, update side deployment? No, not that. This DevOps, this change velocity is to be used to get the other things which is not in ServiceNow, bring that artifacts, bring that record in ServiceNow so that my approver can approve the things by seeing these things in the ServiceNow itself instead of going the other tools. All execution is setting going outside only. Everything is happening outside ServiceNow. Only one thing is happening in ServiceNow, that is a change. Change deployment, change execution, CAB, everything will be happening in the ServiceNow itself. But artifacts are happening in the outside ServiceNow. Because ServiceNow can't deploy or cannot have a Java-based code. आपका application different है.
So basically, it's where the repositories you're integrating to the repositories.
Correct.
Is that right?
That
Okay.
is what we say
So
in ISMA.
which means, so let's say we have a group in GitHub or GitLab saying learn and grow, and I do some changes in ServiceNow. I add my updates there, and then
You did changes in the LNG branch and you want to show that change in ServiceNow, then it will become here. ServiceNow just is a place Remember, to get the records from the different tools, it is a GitLab, it is Jenkins, it is Jira, it is software quality, it is security checks. All those records, it's bringing the service now. That's the only things this particular thing do, nothing else.
So it's not a real file or anything. It's just the text data, you mean?
Exactly. Real files stay in GitHub only.
Okay. Okay.
A real story will stay in Jira only.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Understood.
it will bring it
Thanks.
here because you are the change approver. The, the same question I'm putting to you, Lata, now. Will you be more happy to go to 5 different tools before approving a change to see, okay, what is the artifacts, what is the story number, everything? No, you're
No.
not happy, right?
Yeah.
But if I give a center place that, okay, for this change, I'm changing these 4 files. This is coming from this branch. This is part of these 4 stories. You can see in the ServiceNow itself. Now ServiceNow give you the artifacts number. Now you open that link and you can see, okay, is it fine or not? Instead of going and searching there.
Understood. It's something
That
similar to our like ServiceNow inbuilt release management, right? How we put
that is
our
same thing. Yes. But
okay.
that is only for
This has
ServiceNow
different
application.
ones too. Yeah.
Yes, that is only for
Understood.
ServiceNow application. But here we're talking about the different applications outside
Understood. Yeah.
ServiceNow.
Yeah. Got it. Thank you.
Good. Anushi, clear?
Yes, Atul, it's clear to me.
Good. I will say if you want to be explore, don't explore the change velocity. Explore the DPR, digital
Okay,
product
yeah,
release, because that is going to be the latest on top of that.
sure, Atul.
And on the top, release ops is there now, which is more on the deployment perspective. And that includes your DPR as well. ठीक है जी, चलिए. Now let's come back here. So these are the 6 domains in the CSDM 5.0. Foundation, service consumption, idea, design, build, and delivery, and portfolio. ठीक. In this 6 or 7 domains, there the multiple roles are required. There are multiple people are required to run these particular areas. I have a portfolio manager. I have a business relationship manager. So let's go and understand a little bit the definitions. Idea and strategy. Just keep an eye a little bit here so that we can see. It's small, I know that, but go ahead. Let's. Idea and strategy. As I say, what this mean? Idea strategy means Vishal got an idea. Now he want to be start working on that idea because ideas से ही project बनते हैं, right? I am using Excel sheet to maintain all my records. My wife says, why not you use some kind of a software? It is nothing but it is just an idea she gave to me. So now company says, if I want to be introduce a new service in the market, what is the origin for the same? Here I put an example called this thing. Necessity is the mother of invention. Same concept applicable here. Necessity is the mother of invention. Need थी तो invention हो गया. Need क्यों थी? क्योंकि किसी को आइडिया आया. चलो ये कर लेते हैं. So to keep the records of your ideas and then go to the complete project level discussion or project level stuff, that is come under idea strategy. Now, if I ask you, Anushi, you're working for a company, you're working for a project, Atul, yes, I'm working on a project. What the project means? It means you're giving your experience and knowledge to your client to implement ServiceNow. In the simple meaning, this is the right statement. Correct, Anushi? Now reverse it and go the reverse engineering. Why you are serving to that customer? Because that customer reach out to a company. Hey, we want to be implement service now. We want to be automate our processes. We want to be increase the productivity. And then they reach out to your company. And your company say, yes, we provide that capabilities. You want to go for the ITSM? We have that capability. Under that capability, we have Anushi. She's expert in ITSM. I still remember when I started my IT journey in 2009, we say I got allocated to X project or Y project or Z project. Some business terms that time I was not aware of these business terms. But now we're getting that how this project coming to us, coming to a company. Because the customer has an idea. This is customer side. But now if I want to improve my business to keep a record, I'm using the Ideation Strategy platform. So it has a product idea and planning item. This is my starting point. Product idea represent a complete product feature enhancement change proposal that can be kept cutted or to be promoted to a demand and project and applicant story. कुछ नया करना है, कुछ नया लेके आना है, want to build something, want to be enhance something, want to be create something new. I call this as an idea. And to go to the next level, I have a planning item. What type of work need to be do to visualize this? I need to be a project level. I need a portfolio planning. X company says we want to enter in the AI. Statement is very small. We want to go in the AI. But that means they're entering in a portfolio. They're building a new portfolio called AI. Because by using the why they want the AI, because it will enhance, automate their stuff. And we are saying that this is an idea. This is a demand. So basically, idea strategy is part of your SPM, strategic portfolio management. And it's stored in these two tables. इसका बड़ा वर्जन ये रहा. Product ID table and the planning table, and its use portfolio planning and enterprise agile planning, story, epic, feature, themes. To record that part, we have this thing. Again, come the same example. Anushi working for a client. Anushi getting a stories on the daily basis. What that story mean? How that story is coming? Because the customer has an idea to implement ITSM. To implement that ITSM, they have a project because they want to be in they want to build their portfolio. In that project, they have a goal to be achieve ITSM change management implementation. To implement the change, they are working on the change product. They want to do the automation of their approvals. They want to do the automation of their templates. To work on the templates, Anushi need a story. Now, because I know that everybody in this group is matured enough and have a good experience in the industry, just close your eyes for a few minutes and see what we are discussing now, actually we're using from the ages. When I was junior developer, then I got the story. Now I'm a senior developer. I still have a story, but now I'm not developing it. I'm designing it. But from where the story is coming? Because someone has an idea. And then I link that idea with the project. In the project, I have a funding, resources, agile, story, epic, themes, features. This sprint, my team delivered 300 points. What that mean? It means they achieve like 5 or 7% of this idea for that demand for that project. Every project has a time bounding, right? 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, 6 months, 7 months. And after the end of this project, you want to achieve something. But to keep a track of what you're doing in that project, we use agile. So company says, okay, you want to use it? No problem. You want to keep a track of your ideas? Use this table. Let me see if I have that idea. SN align core product idea. Because yesterday I installed a lot of things. LIGN align core product. Yes, now I got it. So I installed the PPM standard plugin. And then you can see. Put an idea, description. Is it should have very, very powerful tool, Moscow. I write a book chapter for during my PhD journey, and I use this concept very much. Must have, could have, should have kind of things will be there. Which portfolio it is matching, which department is requesting, what is the strategic program for this one. Then idea become demand, demand become project, project need resources, resources needs to be work on the stories, then we need agile on the place. So these things get recorded in this particular part. So core planning item, SN align core planning items, and they use in the background. Are you going for epic demand project? What are you going to do? Make it. I said I want to make it as a demand first. So if it is a demand, it must have some idea in the background. Demand get approved because demand means you're putting the budget now, money now. By investing 2 million in this particular implementation, how much return I'm getting it. So this is what your stuffs come here now. I know we are doing this from the ages now, but we never thought that how I allocated to this particular project. What is the background in this part? So this is what strategy. So ServiceNow says, forget about outsider. If you providing services to your customer and using ServiceNow, you are using ServiceNow, how you want to be record a new idea. I remember that when I was in Accenture in 2009, was very new that time, but when I got to the experience, Accenture launched a campaign. Submit your ideas to improve Accenture. Socho. They put a big campaign, not a campaign, it's a competition actually. That much big competition that if Accenture has 1.5 lakh people working together and everybody put one idea at least, how many ideas will get Accenture that time? To record that, we use this part. Because from here you will see that what I'm going to be offered to my customers now. So the second part come is design. अब idea तो आपको मिल गया. Same example, Vishal got an idea to start a business. Now he need to be design and plan. And he can't do, he need people like, and here in the idea, we need a product owner who define. Do you work with the product owner day in, day out? Atul, yes. What he do? He just use the epic story, themes, features, and give me the work, what he want to be achieve. Then idea came, we have to do the planning. And it's not planning, it's a design and planning. And I need enterprise architect. Because यहाँ पर technical plannings भी हैं. Not only functional planning, it's a technical planning. Your platform designing है यहाँ पर आपका. That is, it does not say that architect, it say, or did not say solution architect, it say enterprise architect who know the platform end to end. So here we have a business capability. My COEs. Then I need a software to build to run that show. My business application. And under that, if you see a small portion called the information object. Describe the type of data, means how you're exchanging the data between these two stuff is called information object. Might be your kind of a databases, your parameters, attributes kind of things come here. And the database serving it. That how these two are get connected, which database, which server, that is what the information object is there. So Vishal says, yes, I want to open a restaurant, but do you have that capability? I have 4 friends who are best chef. So you have a capability. But to record that capability for everybody, we need an application. I need a software. Tomorrow I will hire 20 or 30 staff in my restaurant. How am I going to be run that? How am I going to do this capability map? That X chef is expert in Chinese, Y is expert in North Indian. So that is design and planning. Forget, he did not reach up to the customer level now. He's still in the background. He's still here. One COE, he got it. He got a new software called the ServiceNow. I'll use ServiceNow to keep track of all my chef's skill set. Now the third part, build an integration. Because it is not a one-time activity. Chefs are coming, chefs are going out. How to automate? People can put order. I can add new recipes. I can add new items. How to develop, how to build. I want to be launch a new food item in my restaurant. I want to launch a Valentine's Day special event. I want to be launch these things. So if you're talking from the continuous deployment, continuous build, then build an initial income. I can say many companies are not using this as of now. But Vishal is making a plan that how I can build and integrate with the different tools. And here you need a team. Because these are the doers here. And that come in the build and integration part. He says, चलो, idea था, capability बन गई, continuous improvement मुझे समझ में आ गई कैसे ये आगे होगा. Now, how I'm going to deliver that? Delivery.
For example, like the idea, well, let's take a Jira. If we are via like DevOps, we have integrated the Jira data. So Jira will be the business application and SDL component. Since it is coming from the DevOps side, like we have replicated the same Jira information in ServiceNow.
Yes.
It's an SDL component.
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
Now, he's worried about the backend delivery. So we are working as a consultant, but might be Anupam said, no, Atul, I'm working as a service delivery manager. What is work? His work to make sure that anything which is coming as a part of project, it should be delivered on time. He have a different teams in the background. No problem, Himlata. Here are the different teams in the background who support to deliver these services. So what services? Restaurant में food कैसे होगा, deliver कैसे होगा. So this is my delivery domain. And now ServiceNow said delivery domain work across the platform. Either you're in the technology workflow, industry workflow, finance workflow, employee workflow, customer workflow. Means ITSM, industry, finance, HRSD, CSM. And to support this, we have a service instances, which we discussed. Logical representative deployed application stack. Technical management service. Chef का काम is only to make a food. But I have a dedicated team for the garnishing. Chef just make a curry and a gravy, or make it just curry and put in the bowl. I have a dedicated technical team who do the garnishing of that particular part. That is my technical services. I have a dedicated team who work to bring the cutlery from outside so that it should give a good presentation. So technical service says publish to the service owner and typically underpin one or more business service. A technical service may have operational view made up. Your databases, your hosting, your deployment, these are technical services. It says underpin with a business service. Here they go. This is actually a business service. कि आप customer को क्या बेच रहे हो? How technically map is that is here. Customer buying only ServiceNow. Okay. But my team is expert in deployment of ServiceNow. If anybody procure in ServiceNow instance, I have a X team, X technical services, technical service management team who do the deployment, SaaS based, on-premises based. And here I need service instance owner, delivery owner, and service provider. Deployment team led by Anushri. Hosting team led by Vishal. Database team led by Bhuvneshwari. So if tomorrow I want to bring a new software in the deployment to enhance the deployment services, I have to reach out to Anushri to get his approval, to get her approval. So she is the one who is owning it, not only from the people management perspective, from the deployment, because again, you can't do that manual deployment every time. You need some automation. And to do that part, we need someone who is owning that services. So I have to reach out to that particular person. So under this, we have a technical service and service offering. And here we use the dynamic CI group, which we saw, even though we see it again in the part of CSDM. And then service delivery system and this thing. So they're talking about, sorry, this thing, service instance, service delivery system, where your all CIs come in the picture. See, physical logical components of an infrastructure that currently or soon will be under configuration management. Now Vishal said everything is ready. My chef is ready, my cutlery team is ready, my garnishing team is ready. Let's go in the market. Vishal Chaudhary is already running a portfolio of the sweets shop. Now Vishal Chaudhary is entering into the restaurant portfolio as well. So this is what is Vishal's portfolio here. And is selling to the customer food at the restaurant only. That is a business service. How people can order the food. They can go to website, they can open the catalog items, and they can order it. And here we need a person called BRM and CSM who make the relationship with the different businesses and who really made the relationship with the customers. Because your ultimate idea is this area where people are going to be used. And that is called service consumption. And here we have business services, service offering, and how to consume catalogs. I remember that many of you reached out to me early. Atul, do you provide, what trainings you provide? That is, you're referring to my catalog. I said I provide admin, ITSM, CSM, GRC, SecOps, SIM, and this. You pick up one item from this catalog called Data Foundation. You come to me. Atul, I want to be consume that service. How much you charge? What's the timings? I give it to you, and then you're consuming that services now. But to build these 5 domains, these 6 domains, we need the foundation data. We need the location, we need the group, we need the team, we need the users, company, business unit, life cycle. We need the contracts, we need the business processes, we need the products. This is foundation data, and this we have a data steward, we have product owner, we have contract manager, we have process owners. Change management is a business process. How functionally it will work. Sorry, not functionally, operationally it will work. Is this. So for all the 6 domains, 5 domains, 6 domains, I can say, this is foundation. If you remove this, you cannot move forward. किसको बेचोगे सर्विसेज जब कस्टमर ही नहीं है तुम्हारे पास? Who will fulfill your deployment request when you don't have a team, data in the place? You don't have a group on the place. So just last one. This is a question asked to me in the interview. If you want to be implement ServiceNow for a customer, what you need or how you start or how you implement. And this was the interview approximately like 78 years back when I just started my kind of a BPC journey. I said, we will do the workshops, we'll go to the customer, ask for the inputs, requirements. He said, that's fine, but what else? Then that person says that we need a foundation data. And this is what we discuss on the day 1 or day 2. Foundation versus infrastructure data versus transactional data. Because without foundation data, we can't move forward. ठीक है जी, clear till this point. I'm sure this is not confusing. This give you the clear picture that what we're going to be talk about in the next few more days. So now we will go a little bit more deep dive and pick up one domain and discuss it. Not more deep, but on the high level perspective that how it's look like. Tell me all good, all fine.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
Vishal is saying, okay, चलो मैं यहाँ बोलता हूँ, बाकी तो बोलेगा नहीं कोई. Otherwise, Atul will not leave us now. Okay, cool.
I have a small doubt about the licensing part of the majority part of in this CSDM is around the SPM module, like ideation, demand, and project, and everything is around.
Not main part, but just a starting point for keeping a records.
So, do we need SPM module for this particular
Yes.
CSDM implementation?
Yes. See, your portfolio management.
Correct. That's the reason I'm asking this question. So, we cannot directly utilize this one with along with the ITSM if we have a ITSM module only.
See, it is very what I can say, kind of a good question, because companies think that, do I actually need a dedicated module to track my ideas? Because every area which you see here, if you see this part, this downside says that what modules are going to be used to deliver these kind of services. I read some question in the community. People say, we don't have a budget to go for the idea tool. Can I
Correct.
build a idea management in my as a record producer? They can build it, but they cannot achieve the full value which is given by ServiceNow as a part of portfolio management or the idea
Yes,
management.
that is true because I utilize that. That's
It's because it's about the money. Like in my company, in my one of the client, it's a very big client, but they're just using agile. They're not using the idea or anything else. They say it's costly. We don't have a, or we don't, or we are not in the situation that we can use the complete PPM and we can use the project management in that. We can use the resourcing, funding. We don't have that much things to do.
Mhm.
But
Okay.
if you're mature and you know that what you want to be achieved, because if you purchase a product, so simple सी बात है, if you buy a Nikon camera, you have a very good photographs.
Mhm.
But if you buy a simple Nokia phone, then the quality of the photograph will be this that
Correct.
level only.
There will be difference.
Exactly, it's all about money.
Okay.
So every area need a separate kind of stuff. So I installed DevOps Change Velocity. Again, a licensed one. Agile is also a licensed one. Little, I guess Agile, yes, specific rules are required for this one. If you say this thing here might be SBUM or value streams, again licensed one. Yesterday I was showing to you this. I was telling about the enterprise one. I installed that one now. Enterprise architecture workspace. It's a store application. It's a licensed one. It has zero data as of now, but we can see that yes, this is given by ServiceNow. So this is licensed one. So up to the business that what they want to be do and how much money they have. Ultimately, it's all about money matters, man. Someone say I'm happy to be record the idea in Excel sheet itself. Drop down बना लो काम हो जाएगा. Right? So that's what. And whenever we talk about licensing, the
I
best
know.
team is your ServiceNow account manager.
Correct. I know that. I just wanted to
Yes.
check that relationship between these
Yes,
modules.
yes,
That's
yes,
the
yes,
reason I
yes.
asked.
SPM is the first point of CSDM now. Because जहाँ पर आइडिया और डिमांड आता है वहाँ पे SPM आ जाता है.
Okay.
ठीक है ना? Because yesterday when I was installing, when I installed PPM standard, it installed Agile automatically,
Yes.
but not the vice versa. If I install Agile, it did not install the PPM.
Correct.
So that's what. Because business says CEO, CTO, C-level, board level people want a very complete view. If I click one button, I should be able to see everything. How much investing, where investing, what product, what project, how much is done, pending, everything they can get it from there. ठीक है जी, clear everybody? Tomorrow we'll see a little bit on this particular part, that how or what relationship they have in the all together. I'll share some text with you over the WhatsApp, or will email you a few other stuff, because after this you will not be able to this use the chat. because it's external one. So I shared some these stuff over the email to you so that you can keep a record. Something good I got it from the internet, multiple sources. So I'll put it for you. ठीक है, चलिए, let's stop the recording and take attendance now.